graph absolute value functions. They are the V-shapes. V-shapes. Okay? An absolute value function, once you graph them, they're like a V. It could be, if it's facing up, it's a happy V. If it's facing down, it's a sad V. Okay? But we're going to focus more probably on this happy one today. Okay? Easiest one, the first one. We're going to graph y equal to absolute value of x. Very simple. Okay? To graph, all we need is just a few points. My suggestion to you is 3 points. That's all you need. Okay? You need 3 points and you need a ruler. That's all. Okay? So let's see. I'm going to plug in x to find the value of y. So my suggestion, guys, always have 0 in the middle. Pick 2 numbers on each side of 0, right? So we're going to have 1 on this side and -1 here. You don't need that many, okay? You could take more than that, but 3 numbers are enough, okay? So let's plug in this value of x inside, just like we did before. So we're going to have absolute value of -1. Okay? If -1 goes into the shower, it comes out as a positive number. 1. Boom. That's the first one. 1. Okay. The second number, 0. I'm going to use a different color. Absolute value of 0. Absolute value of 0. When 0 comes out of the shower, it comes just out as a 0. Okay. Now, absolute value, the last one, of 1. When 1 comes out of the shower, it comes out as just +1. See? This is really simple. So we have our table of value, guys. So simple. Now let's plot this point. Okay. -1 is 1. -1, y is 1. So it's going to be right here. Okay. When x is 0, y is 0. X is 0, y is 0. Right here, guys. Okay. And when x is 1, y is 1. When x is 1, y is 1. Right here. Boom. Okay. We have our 3 points. Now, I highly recommend using a ruler. You guys know the rule. Okay. So I'm going to connect these 2 points and then connect the other side. These 2 points. Oops. So you have a V shape, okay? More or less. Now, let's talk quickly about this point here. The point right here, the tip, this point is called the vertex. The vertex. The vertex, guys, is the point where the graph changes direction. Okay? The vertex is the point where a graph changes direction. Okay? So let's look at it. From left to right, it's going down, 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 down. When it comes here, it changes direction, it starts going up. Boom. That's the vertex point. The point where a graph changes direction. Okay? All right, let's move on. That was example 1. Now, this graph here, okay? You guys learn in geometry stuff that we call transformation. So this graph could be moved up, it could be moved left, down, right. Okay? Depending on what they're asking you. It could move up 1, move up 2, move up 3, okay? And they have a different representation. So here's what it looks like. Let's say next example. Example 2. y equal absolute value of x. Let's say I want you to move it up. So I'm going to say maybe plus, let's say plus 2. Let's move it up 2. Okay. Y equal to x plus 2. So we move it up 2 units. So what do we have for our table of value? So let's do the same thing we did before. We're going to plug in the same numbers. Okay. So since we are about to change this a little bit, look, I'm going to add a line here, okay, just to save space. Okay, trying to save space. Y, okay. So our x is negative 1, 0, 1, okay, the same value. We're going to keep those same values to make it simple. Now we got to find the new y value, okay. So let's plug in the numbers. Plug in negative 1 here. So y equal to absolute value of negative 1 plus 2. Okay? So that gave us, remember, when the negative 1 comes out of the shower, it comes out positive. So it's going to be positive 1 plus 2. Okay, what is 1 plus 2? That's 3. Okay, so when it's negative 1, y is 3. When x is negative 1. Okay, let's find the next one. Let's plug in 0. I'm going to plug 0 back here. Okay, I just plug in negative 1. Now I'm going to plug in 0. If I plug in 0, then we'll have y equal to absolute value of 0 plus 2. Okay, so that will be just 0 plus 2, which is 2. Right? So when x is 0, y is 2. I'll put that here, 2. Okay. Now the last one, let's plug in 1. When y is equal to 1, then we have, when x is equal to 1, then we have y equal absolute value of 1 plus 2. What is absolute value of 1? It's 1 plus 2 was 3. Okay? So at 1, we get y equal to 3. I'll use the same green one. Okay? Now let's plug them. So negative 1, 3. At negative 1, we have 1, 2, 3. So right here. At 0, we have 2. At 0, we have 1, 2. At 1, we have 3. At 1, we have 1, 2, 3, right here. Okay? So we have another V shape, guys. Okay? Another V shape. Take your ruler, don't forget, rulers are really important for your absolute value graphs. Okay? If you don't use a ruler, you're gonna lose points. Okay? Teachers are really serious about that. Okay, so make sure you use a ruler. Try your best. Make it look nice. Use an arrow pointing up in both directions. Okay, so this is our new function. Absolute value of x plus 2. Okay, I'm going to label this. Y equal absolute value of x plus 2. Okay. The other one was absolute value of x. This one was y equal to absolute value of x. This one. Okay, so we have both there. We can even shift this same function to the right. Okay, so let's see. Let's have another example. So example 3. Say y equal to x absolute value of x. Let's say minus 2. Okay. So here, one thing that I forgot to mention earlier. Okay. Whatever is inside the absolute value, let's try to see what value is going to make it 0. Forgot to mention that here. Okay. So how do we get this whole thing to be 0? So basically, whatever is inside the shower, we're going to set it equal to 0. Okay. So let's see. X minus 2. If x minus 2 is going to be 0, what would the value of x be? Right. So we're going to add 2 to both sides. Right. Plus 2 plus 2. So that will be x equal to 2. Okay, forgot to mention that. So the value of x equal to 2 will make the shower equal to 0. Okay, so we need that in order to make our table of value. Okay, so let's try that. So table of value, let's see, x equal to 2. Okay, now let's pick two numbers on the left and the right side of this value. So the number that comes after 2 is 3. The number before 2 is 1. Okay, so forgot to mention that, guys. Okay, so this is our x, this is our y. Okay, so we gotta make sure this value here is 0. To find the value that make it 0, you solve for x minus 2 equal to 0. X minus 2 equal to 0. So that will be x equal to 2. Put that in the middle. As soon as you do that, you pick two numbers, one on the left, one on the right of that value. The number on the left is 1. The number on the right of 2 is 3. Okay, so you got to make sure your numbers are consecutive. Okay, all right, so let's see. Let's plug in x equal to 1 in our equation. So y equal to absolute value of 1 minus 2. Okay, 1 minus 2 is negative 1. Absolute value of negative 1, it comes out, all right, negative 1 comes out as a positive 1, so this is 1. Okay, let's plug in the value 2, just like we did before, right? Plug in 2 for x. So if you plug in 2, then we have, we already know this, y equal to 2 minus 2. 2 minus 2 is 0. Absolute value of 0 is 0. Okay, that's what we were saying before. Okay, so when x is 2, y is 0. Now let's plug in 3. Okay, let's plug in 3 for x. We have y, and go down a little bit, hopefully you guys can see. It's the absolute value of 3 minus 2. 3 minus 2, guys, is 1, right? Positive 1. What is the absolute value of positive 1? It's just positive 1. Okay. All right, now we're going to try to plug this on the graph. Okay, so let's see. When x is 1, y is 1. X is y is 1, right here. When x is 2, so this is 1, 2. When x is 2, y is 0. So this point will be right here on your x-axis. And when x is 3, y will be positive 1. 3, positive 1. Okay. Now let's connect the points. Just like before, we will have our nice V shape. Don't forget, again, ruler, really important, guys. Okay. All right. Going to connect the left side, the 2 points on the left. And then I'm going to connect the right side. Make it look pretty. Make it look nice. Make your teachers happy. Use a ruler. There we go. See? So if you look at it really well, just like we were saying before, this value right here, of this function right here, you could see is moved, is shifted from this here this point here to here, see? So now here's your vertex. The vertex is moved now, okay? The vertex is at 2, 0. Here the vertex was at 0, 0. At 0, 0. Here vertex is at 2, positive 2, comma 0. See? So this function is absolute value of x minus 2. So y equal absolute value of x minus 2. Okay. All right, guys. I think we can stop right here. Okay. But if we have time, we'll do one more. But we don't have enough time right now. We could see how this one is inside the absolute value and this one is outside. We could add something on the outside. Okay. We could do plus 2 here, or plus 3 or plus 4 or minus 2 or whatever we want. Okay. We could even put a number in front of the shadow. Okay. That will be another lesson. We'll talk about it another time. Okay. But for now, I think we have enough experience with graphing, okay, and absolute value function. Just remember, absolute value function is a V shape. Okay. A V shape. V. Okay. Or upside down V. Okay. I could just quickly mention something about the upside and the downside. Okay. If right here in front of the shower bar, the absolute value, if the value in front is positive, right, then our V is up. Okay, up. If the value in front, if there's a value here that is negative, then it's upside down. Okay, so I could just write this here and we could wrap it up. Okay, so here is a general function. Y equal to A, is some number A in front of the absolute value, call it X minus H, and we could even add a number to it here. Okay, we'll talk more about it in another lesson. If this value here is positive, okay, then our V shape will be looking up. Okay, it'll be up. So it's gonna be happy. Okay, but if this number here happen to be negative, I'm going to use red for negative. Negative. Then our V will be upside down. I mean down here. See, that's it. Which means sad face. Sad. Okay. So this one is facing down, sorry. This one is facing up. Okay. So happy face or happy V when there's a positive value in front of the shower. Okay. Could be positive, like right here, there's no number. So that means it's a positive 1, it's an invisible 1. Okay. If I put a negative here, then we have a sad face. Okay, sad V. It's gonna be upside down. Okay. All right, guys. So this is our lesson for today. We will continue more on graphing of other functions later. Okay. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. If you get stuck, just rewind, go back, watch it again and again. And I'll see you at the next session, next episode. Thank you. Bye-bye.